Shalom, Israel. First of all, I want to start off by giving an honor to Yahweh by Hashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai for the blessing and reading of his holy word. Now, today's topic is God heareth not sinners. Okay? He's not dealing with us if we are sitting in sin. Okay? So we're going to just dig into it and break this thing down. All right? We're going to peel back the layers off the Zion so we can get to the core of what's going on. And this has been an interesting week. Gotta tell you, it's been a lot going on, man. Roe v. versus Wade, and we starting to discover there's a lot of people that we didn't know was wicked. And don't get upset at this, but mainly in the women's community. It's a lot of women that play really nice, and the Most High he's bringing that thing out, man. A lot of these women wanted to have sex carefree and just throw their baby in the dumpster of the abortion clinic, all right? And now y'all being accountable for it now. He kind of got rid of that thing. It's been an outrage. It's been a heavy outrage, man. So we just gonna, without further ado, just get right on into it, man. So we gonna go to Isaiah chapter 59, verse 2. So we're going to get to the bottom of why the Most High is not dealing with us, all right? But his eyes is turning back towards his children, so you're going to see a lot of stuff go on, man. That's happening right now. The prophecy is lighting across the board. It's so much that they can't even keep up with it, okay? That's just what it is. All praises to the Father for that, and pray that, his wrath pass over you, okay? So let's go to Isaiah chapter 59. Sorry about that. Let's go to verse 1. I'm going to just start from verse 1 and read down to verse 2, all right? Okay. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. The Lord hears all, and he sees all. If he ain't responding to you quick enough, that's because you need to look within yourself. Okay, examine yourself daily, like the Mashiach said. Examine yourself daily. Okay, and find out, why isn't he answering me? There's got to be something wrong, because our Father is pure. He don't answer sinners. Okay, moving on. But your iniquities have separated you between you and your God. You see that? And your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear. Okay, so this is why Yahweh Shai came, because that's why right there he's our mediator. Okay, I still be hearing a lot of bugged out brothers talking about they only gonna serve the Most High. There's no God before him, and all. Dude, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. There's too much stuff in here that says that it has to be someone between us and the Father, because he can't see his kids in all of this sin like we are. Okay? That's why Yahweh Shai is our mediator. Our Father is pure. He can't see his kids going through this stuff. But Yahweh Shai is our mediator. Thank you to the Father for Yahweh Shai. I say it all the time, man, and I mean it. Okay, the Father's not dealing with us. All right, so let's get on a little bit more into it. All right, let's go to John. Well, do I want to stay here or do I want to go? Matter of fact, yeah, let's go to John. Let's go to John and see. He heareth not sinners. So let's dig into it. We're gonna get all up in here. Let's go to John. Salaki. We're gonna find out. What the Most High, why he's not dealing with us. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go to Hosea 5 and 15. We're gonna just go there first. Let's go to Hosea 5 and 15. All right, and then we're gonna go back. Then we're gonna go to John. Okay. All right, because this is gonna precept what I was just saying. That's why I want to go to Hosea 5 and 15. All right. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. You see that? So I just wanted to precept that. I just wanted to go on and pull that one out real quick. So we can I'm not finna leave no stone unturned, man. I just want to get into it. All right. Now go to John chapter 9, verse 31. So we can finish peeling back the layers, okay? Because our Father is not dealing with us, y'all. You know, He is. I mean, He would always choose Israel. That's the beautiful part. But to watch us and the stuff that's going on now, you know, be glad that Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem and save us. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a beautiful thing. Because the Most High did it again, like He did. You got to remember something, people. He did a flood and left 8 people here. Our Father do not play that. You understand me? He don't play that. All right? So let's move on. All right? Now we know that Yahweh heareth not sinners. Okay? Once again, it's going to keep on telling you that. But if any man be a worshiper of Yahweh and doeth his will, him he heareth. Understand it. I'm going to read that again. Now we know that Yahweh heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of Yahweh and doeth his will, him he heareth. Okay? So I want to sidebar something real quick. And this is to the fellas and to the women that's in the truth. If you got a Facebook, you're going to know what I'm talking about. There's been a lot of people using the truth to get ill-gotten gains. Now, what I mean by that is you got some people that hit your inbox. I've been a victim of it. Well, not a victim because I didn't fall for it. I did according to the scriptures, and they fled from me. But you got a lot of people that have been gotten by these people. Men been hitting women up, talking about, sister, could you help me out? I'm homeless. I'm doing bad, yada, yada, yada. And then you got a lot of girls hitting the men up. I was one of them. A lady hitting me up and was like, you know, she wanted to put on the soft and pretty voice. She wanted to make sure I hear her recording in the messages. Oh, shalom, brother. You know, my baby need. That's when the Similac situation happened. Her baby needed milk and all of this and all of that. So I use scripture according to everything in every walk of my life. That's how you're going to keep evils off of you. For one, I had to try the spirit by the spirit. I'm asking her, have you fasted? Have you prayed? You know what I'm saying? And because a lot of times when you're walking in this truth, the Most High take care of His own. You understand? Like for the most people that I talk to in the truth, now that's not to say every man has his trial to each his own, all right? But most of the people I've talked to, the Most High, you're not sitting fat and none of that, but you're content and you're in a good position of surviving right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we're watching the times and we're getting ready, we're girding up our loins, so on and so forth. So when I was asking this lady, you know, all of these questions, and she's like, well, yeah, you know, of course she's going to say yeah to everything I'm asking. So I was like, okay, listen, hold back thy bread. You know, I had to go up into that, let her know, you know, something you're doing that the Most High is not answering. For you to have a kid, and so I'm like, okay, well, listen, I'm not finna just send you no money. You understand? If you really hungry, because she was saying her and the baby was, when I was like, okay, well, I'll send this, you know, to help the baby, you know, to get some Similac or whatever, you know. I'm like, for one, I asked her, like, don't you breastfeed? You understand? Like, she kind of wanted to go over that. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, you're hungry, all right? I'm like, well, check this out. I order from a restaurant in your town or what have you, and leave me your number, and I'm going to call and give the place your number so they can bring the food to your door. You know, a lot of restaurants, they call you, let you know they're outside. Soon I did all of that, she stopped responding. All right. I guess, you know, she was caught in her tracks. She didn't know how to reply to that. Okay. So here you go. 2 days later, she hits me back. Same situation. Now she done found a lie to say for me trying to get, you know, ask her for a phone number to send the people towards her house. All right. She hits me back, and she's like, well, brother, sorry I didn't get in touch with you, yada, yada, yada. My phone died. Okay, your phone was dead for 2 days. Okay, that's cool. And then she was like, you know, my baby still ain't got this. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, it's been a couple days. If you still haven't got your baby some Similac, you're not needing help. You're needing You need your kid to be taken away at this point. This is kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? 2 days and you still haven't maintained nothing? Okay. So even still, I digress. I'm like, well, listen. You remember what I said on the last text? Get the phone number or call the place that you want. You know what I'm saying? And let me know. And I'll call them and pay for your order. She was stuck on that money, people. She was stuck on that. Well, my phone I stayed with my sister and she was going into, she's using the Wi-Fi there, and I'm like, okay, listen, enough with your bull crap, okay? The Lord is not gonna make his children confounded, nor look like a fool. So, eventually she stopped texting because, I was like, well, listen, if you're not going to do that, I'm not finna, what you're trying to get to is me sending you just money like that. I'm not finna do it. Okay, I don't know you. I've never talked to you. For you to be in my inbox for one. And I'm not one of them type of guys that because you got a pretty face and a cute voice, and I don't care about that. I'm focused on something way greater than this crap here. You understand? It's about getting out of here. It's about getting into the kingdom, and that's what I'm on. So I said that story to let y'all guys know that it's a lot of people out here, man. A lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. And just like the Most High said, that if it be so, they're going to fool even some of the very elect. That goes into that too, man. All right. So I just wanted to run that one across y'all. So back to John 9:31. Now we gotta ask this question: why is the Most High not dealing with us? Okay, we gotta ask ourselves this question: why is He not dealing with us? Go to Isaiah 59:7. Go to Isaiah chapter 59, verse 7. Because we gotta figure out, there's always a reason. Whenever the Most High does anything, there's a reason to it, all right? And, He does nothing for no reason. And everything He does is for your benefit. Believe it or not, it's for your benefit. He don't have to do it for Himself. He's the man. You know what I'm saying? It's about His kids, though. And He's a great father. And a great father disciplines their children. All right? Whether you understand it or not, just like when your parents, disciplined you. Well, I was in the household where my parents disciplined me, and they always gave you that little line, look, it's gonna hurt me more than it's hurting you. Whether you believe it or not, that's a true saying, man. The Most High, believe it or not, it hurts the Most High to have to do the things He has to do to us. All right, so I digress. Go to Isaiah 59:7, and we're gonna read it down about verse 8. All right. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. You see that? That gets right into it already. That's why He's not dealing with us. Okay? Where their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Okay? Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting, and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Okay? It's self-explanatory in that. We are a disobedient nation of people, y'all. Look at the stuff that's going on in the world today. You got women fighting, talking about my body, my choice. You have another person in you once you are pregnant. You can call it your body all you want. If a man put his hands on you and cause you to miscarry, they get charged for murder, don't they? Or do they just get charged for beating you on your body? That means there's another person within you. All right? You can't use that my body, my choice stuff. And then soon you're pregnant. If somebody came towards you to do something to you, well, I'm pregnant, I'm with child. That's when it's important, when they want to use it as a weapon. But then here it is. You're fighting to kill someone in you. That's terrible, man. We are in some terrible times, y'all. We are in terrible Terrible times. This stuff here, man. I see what Ezra was crying about. This stuff here is beyond me. You understand? All right, go to Isaiah 51 and 20. Let's precept this. Go to Isaiah 51 and 20. We're going to go to Isaiah 51 and 20. We in some crazy times, folks. I just got to say that again. We are, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Yahweh. Now, to the untrained eye, I read this verse years ago. I didn't know what it meant. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was just like, all right, some bulls in the net, the head of the streets. But when you get woke, you know how Neo was in the Matrix, and after that he stopped just seeing numbers. He started seeing what it meant. It started meaning words to him now. That's how this is when you get woke up and the Most High opens your eyes. Because let me explain it to you. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. Who's in the hoods, the barrios, in the ghetto, standing on the corners, in like a gang, like a pack of wild animals? That's us. That's us, y'all. I've actually been a victim of this, and I read this, and it did nothing to me when I was asleep. I didn't even know that it was talking about me. You see that? Okay, let me read it again. They have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. Now, what it means by that? You ride past and they looking at you. This is so funny to me because I was a victim of this, man. And they get to look and you look at them like, what are you looking at? What's up? Just from looking at a person on that corner, and them guys be mean. It's called mean mugging. When you looking at me, you mugging. What's up? What you looking at, bro? You got something you need? You got something you need over here? You know, you be turned up like a wild bull in the net, man. They are full of the fury of the Lord, man. This is us, man. You can't tell me this Bible is a true book, man. The rebuke of thy God, man. I had to pull that one out, man. That's us. Look, I don't blame the Father at everything, every way. He know his bad kids, man. You know his kids, man. And that was just funny. I had to pull that one out. Go to Micah 7 and 5. I was a victim of that, man. Go to Micah 7 and 5, man. I just had to pull that one out. That one tickles me. When I see that one, it tickles me because I was asleep reading that verse, and it did. It resonated not at all to me. Just let you know how deep the sleep can be on you. Didn't resonate at all. I was like, yeah, all right, wild bulls in the street and blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm going to go back outside. Continue being a wild bull in the streets. So, all right. That was my little goofy moment. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Father because he know his kids, man. He know us to the T, yo. He know us to the T. All right. Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Now, we're going to break this down. It's a lot of meat on that bone, y'all. All right? It's a lot of meat on that bone. Trust not ye in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a guide. What's a guide? Like a pastor? That's a guide. You know, you got a lot of people that trust in people that's not even in the truth. You got some people that's in the truth that'll go and get advice from somebody that's not in the truth. You're unequally yoked. You getting advice from somebody that's not reading the Bible, not following the commandments, and you think that word is valid. You got some people that'll fight you right now and tell you, after you read the words of Yahweh Shai in the Bible, will tell you that don't mean nothing because my pastor told me this, that, and the other. They believe their pastor before they believe the words in the book. Christians don't shut the hell up, humble themselves, and go and look at nothing. They just take what their pastor said and they run with that thing. They run with it. They I don't even know how to say it. I mean, they run with it. But listen, we're gonna precept it. We're gonna precept it. Go to Matthew's 10 and 35, and then we're gonna come back here. Go to Matthew chapter 10, verse 35. Excuse me if I'm moving a little delayed, y'all. This is one of these new apps. I'm pretty much gonna have to erase this thing off here because it's crap. I'm going back to my old app. Okay, Matthew chapter 10, verse 35. We're gonna do a couple precepts and we're gonna break that down and you're gonna get a lot of people that is gonna bump heads with each other too in the midst of this. Okay, you're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna bump heads in this because they're not gonna believe what you're saying, and this is literally what he's meaning by it. Like he's gonna, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You see that? And a man's foes shall be they of his own house. All right, you see here where that went into? A man foes, your enemy's going to be people of your own house, because you might get some of your household that believe you, and there's going to be a couple that's not going to believe you. Okay? And that's where he's going into with that. Like, a lot of people can relate to this that's watching right now. A lot of people can relate to this because you hear it is because you went through all the little steps. Exactly what he was saying in his book. Exactly what he's saying in his book. Most of us have gone through this. If you haven't yet, you probably still new in this. But the deeper you go into this thing, the more you're gonna get into it. I'm telling you. Trust what the Most High is saying. He lie not. Okay. Go back to Micah 7 and 5. We're gonna go back to Micah 7 and 5. All right. We're gonna go back to Micah chapter 7, verse 5. Because there's some more I want to break down off of there, okay? So, let me see. Let me make sure we're in the right place. Okay. So, yeah, I want to expound more on that in your guide situation, you know what I mean? Because I want to precept that. Go to Jeremiah 23. And matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Go to Jeremiah 23 and 1. We're gonna go to, because I just got to bring this one out. Go to Jeremiah 23 and 1 about that pastor situation I was just talking about, because I don't know, man. Since I got woke in this truth, y'all, I just can't. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can't stand how our pastors been lying to us. And you got some that really don't know, and they're genuinely good people. You can tell because they want to learn more. But you got some that they know, man. They know, and they on purpose keeping you asleep. And did y'all see the one recently with Creflo Dollar just admitted that he was wrong about tithing, but then turned his prideful around and still said, but he ain't gonna apologize because it got him to where he at right now, blah blah. Man, you got some slick, wicked brothers out here, man. In Israel, you got some slick, wicked brothers. If that man don't fully repent, man, and I'm saying fully because people will fall for that and be like, oh yeah, he coming in the truth. That man ain't in the truth yet, because he still wanting you to tithe. All right, moving on. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahweh. Therefore thus saith the Lord, God of Israel, possessive God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord. All right, you see that? He's not here to play with these damn pastors that's out here lying and scattering his sheep, scattering the flocks, man. All right, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whither I have driven them. There go that gathering again. You're going to hear that a lot. I'm not going to go deeper into it, but that will lead me somewhere else about the gathering. But if you want to find out about the gathering, King Mike Malice just did one this Sabbath, y'all. Y'all got to catch that. He was on fire. But anyway, you know, I'm going to read it. I'm going to start from 3 again at the top. All right? And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. All right, fruitful. That now I'm gonna just pull out a little part about that fruitful and increase. That means a lot of different things too. It does mean about being fruitful and making more kids again. That's where that multiple wives thing and all that stuff it plays into that too. All right, but that's not just that. You got a lot of perverted minded men that's only gonna think of that and just be like, all right, we're gonna be making a lot of babies. Yeah, you're gonna be repopulating the earth, brother. But other stuff too. You got to remember. You know, you're gonna be tilling to the earth again too. You're gonna be growing crops. That means increase, be fruitful and multiply. You're gonna be back having the resources. Anybody, other nations on the land, guess who they gotta come to now? All praises to the Father. All right, we're gonna increase these things again, y'all. All right, that don't just mean just the women. I just gotta say that because you got a lot of nasty minds out there, man. That's all they think about right now is men just thinking about multiple wives and filling up their bedrooms. You're trying to open your present early. This is not our place of rest. You can't never find in the scriptures where he said you can get you multiple wives here in this captivity. How is it captivity, but we get to chill back with a whole bunch of women in our room? No. You know what I mean? He's going to deal with you. He's going to deal with you. All right? Rest assured. Verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord. All right? Shepherds over them is like guys like what we're doing now. You got people that's going to be ministering to y'all the words again, like in these words, the commandments going to be on our heart. This is going for like other nations and stuff like that too. You understand? Because the laws is going to be on our hearts then. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be naturally doing the laws, all praises. We ain't even going to know about sin anymore. We're going to know of it being God's again because now we know what wickedness is for real. All right? But you're going to have shepherds over them, which shall feed them. What shepherds? People like King Mike Malice, King Yagidian. You have King Marcus. And, you know, you got other people. You got women that's like talking to the women, too, like Queen Carly. You know what I'm saying? Queen Tanya. You have a lot of these people out here that's on fire for the Lord, y'all. All right? On fire for the Lord. And he's going to activate them people, too. You know what I'm saying? Lord will it, he's going to activate a lot of us to reteach people. You understand? So, all right, let's move on, y'all. All right, we're going to move it on. I want to make sure I got it. Okay, we're going to let's go to Sirach. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 38 and 23. Go to Ecclesiasticus 38 and 23. Yeah. Ecclesiasticus, that's in your Apocrypha, people. And if you got your Bible app, mostly they always have it in the green section, okay? For the most apps I've looked on, they had them mostly in the green section. Ecclesiasticus, what did I say? 38 and 23. All right. 38 and 23. I told you this app is moving so slow. I guarantee you I'm gonna have a different one by the Lord willing the next app. All right, we're gonna read it. We're gonna read this one down to about. I don't want to go too far, but let me just read this part right here. Okay, when the dead is at rest, let his remembrance rest, and be comforted for him when his spirit is departed from him. Now, I just wanted to put that one in. I just wanted to bring that one back up because there's a lot of people that's dying in Israel, okay? And people done waxed cold, okay? People have waxed cold. And They've been doing something that I didn't. When I grew up, it was bad to talk about the dead. Okay, it was bad to talk about the dead. People still run around here talking about Kevin Samuels. Let that man rest. He's gone now. He is asleep. And people still talking about that man, yo. And this is what the Most High is saying. When the dead is at rest, let his remembrance rest and be comforted of him, for him, when his spirit is departed from him. Be cool, man. Wish that brother well, man. Rest in peace, brother. And let it go. Whatever he said, yeah, whatever, brother, but he gone now. Let his memories rest, man. That man, you got to remember something, too. You have to be considerate. That man has a family. That man have kids. Do it out of respect for them, man. You wouldn't want nobody talking about your loved ones like a dog when they're dead and gone in the ground, man. All right, I just wanted to pull that one out. I know I pulled that one out of left field, but hey, you know, sometimes when I'm studying, the Lord just say, here, do this one, and I'm going to do whatever he puts in me to do. You understand? Please believe it. So anyway, we're going to go to Baruch. Let's go to Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 28. All right, and that's in your Apocrypha too, people. All right. Let's go to Baruch, chapter 4, verse 30. Do I want to do... Did I say 38? I'm sorry. Baruch, chapter 4, verse 28. Salakia. We'll do some jumping around up in Baruch, okay? For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Now, this is what the Most High is saying. When you're, you know, a wise man, you'll fall. You know, people have fallen. But he says, you get on fire, you seek him 10 times more, okay? You seek him 10 times more. Matter of fact, let's precept that right now. Go to Proverbs 24 and 16. Go to Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. Okay? We're not saying, you're going to be 100% blameless. The only one that was 100% blameless was Yahweh Shai, okay? A true man showed us how to walk it, all right? We trying to, at the most of our being of doing that, okay? 24 verse 16. All right, let's get into it. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. All right, you see what that is? A just man will fall, okay? Say, for instance, okay, I'm going to give you a just man falling, okay? When I first got in this truth, I would get up on the Sabbath and I'll be trying to, like a list. All right, okay, don't do this and don't do that. And one Sabbath, I was half asleep, and I got this routine, like, I'll be half asleep, I'm like literally sleepwalking towards the coffee machine. And I made some coffee, man, and when I sat down, and before I could take the sip, I looked up and realized, I done sat here and kindled the flame. Look, let me tell y'all, I was so angry. I was so angry. I threw the coffee in the sink. I didn't want to drink. Matter of fact, and I was so angry that I fasted the whole day. I didn't drink, eat, or nothing till the whole next day, to the actual time that I went in there to that coffee machine. So yeah, that's a fall. But guess what? I got back up. I didn't stay in there like, oh, well, skip it. I went on, did it. I'm going to go on in here and fry some chicken up. And you know what I'm saying? No. I got back up. I brushed myself off. I repented. I was disgusted in myself. That's what the Most High means with that, all right? That's what he means. So, all right, let's go back to Baruch, chapter 4, verse 28. That's always a little funny moment for me too, man. Like I was really hot about that, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was heated at myself. I was just like, stupid. I done, you know what I'm saying? We grown folks. I was pissed. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so let's get into it. All right, for as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right, for he that have brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. That's the reassurance he gives us. All right. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee. All right. We got salvation coming, people. Endure, endure, endure. Okay. Reading on. And rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. You got to ask yourself, who is this she? For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Who is that she, y'all? Who is that she? Go to Revelations 18 and 2. We got to find out who that she is, y'all. Go to Revelations chapter 18 and verse 2. Because see, you gotta break the Bible down precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, okay? So, and then you will start finding out what certain things are talking about, okay? So we're gonna start at chapter 2. And he cried mighty with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. You see what the her is now? That's where you're standing in right now. If you're watching this, Babylon. Babylon. Mystery Babylon. Okay? Now go back to Baruch chapter 4 and verse 33. And we're going to finish, getting under the rest of what the her is now. Okay? Chapter 4, verse 33. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, Israel, they rejoiced at our fall, y'all, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon from her, the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. All praises to the Father for that thing. All right. Verse 36. O Jerusalem, look about thee towards the east. Stop. King Mike killed this thing, man. He knocked it out the park. But who's going to be coming from towards the east? Look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. Our King, our big brother, Hamashiach Yahushai. Okay, I'm going to read this over again. King Mike, I'm telling you, killed this one. Y'all got to go and see that. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all missing out, man. Go and see his Roe vs. Wade, man. He knocked that thing out the park. Anyway, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from Yahweh. You see that? Lo, thy sons come, whom thou settest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh. Boom. That's our family, y'all. And you should be proud of that, yo. I can't even say it like my cheeks, they shining up, you know what I'm saying? I can't stop, y'all. I mean, I be loving this, man. I love this thing here, man. Straight up, okay. But anyway, I digress. All right, when I read this thing, man, it fires me up, yo. If it ain't firing you up, you got to look within yourself, man, and see, something might be a little still untuned in there, man. And you might got to fight it with these scriptures, man. When I get down and out, I go to these scriptures, all right? It's another one I want to do, and it's about, because everybody ain't always uplifted, okay? And you have to learn how to, and I had a problem with this, and I just recently had to discover, And it was in me. I'm always being everyone's protector. So people come to me. I know how to give you the precepts and the verses to help get you out of your situation, but I didn't know how to use that same situation on myself. Okay, and I guess what? I had to look within myself and find out that was my problem. Okay, I had to learn how to look within myself and use them scriptures to me also. Okay. So anyway, let's go to the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 7. Let's go to Nahum, chapter 1, verse 7. And we're going to get some more why, the Most High not dealing with us. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we is begging him, Israel, ain't we? We is begging him, come home, please. Get this thing back in order. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. The Most High know if you really trust him. Remember something now, y'all. He don't look at your outer appearance. He look at your inward parts. He look at what's in you. You know how hard it is to fool somebody like that? Imagine somebody you talking to them and your talk is nice, it's fooling everybody else, and they looking at you like, I don't see none of the words coming out your mouth. I'm looking at that spirit inside you that's sitting right there. That's scary. That's how Yahweh Shai looked at a lot of people, man. He could see right through you. He could see if you had the spirit on you and everything. You better get it right. You got a lot of these people out here playing with Israel, man. And a lot of these dudes don't want to leave this captivity, man. They want to keep their little multiple wives and sit back and relax. And he said this is not your place of rest. That's how you know a lot of these people is not ready. A lot of these people is not ready for his return, man. And you have to ask yourself too, am I ready for when the Lord returns? You have to always examine yourself daily. I examine myself daily and ask myself that question. If that sky cracked right now and he was coming from the east, am I ready? Do I got my mind right, my head right? You have to keep that fear in you to keep you going strong. To keep you going strong, y'all. Okay? Matter of fact, let's precept that. Go to Proverbs chapter 30, verse 5. We're going to go to Proverbs chapter 30, verse 5. Let's get it. What did I say? Chapter 30, verse 5? All right. Let's precept this thing, shall we? Every word of Yahweh is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. You see that? That's the same thing. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. He knows who's for him and who's not, because he looks within you. Okay, he looks within you. All right, so that just precept that, So let's go on to James chapter 5, verse 19. I love James, man. James give it straight cut. James wasn't playing either, man. He give it straight cut, yo. Okay, we're gonna go to James. What did I say? Chapter 5, verse 19. All right. Well, yeah, James. Let me find it. Like I told y'all, you gotta forgive me. This app is, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But my other one was acting, glitchy. But anyway, I digress. I hope this ain't glitching. Last Sabbath, y'all noticed my screen froze. I don't know what was up with that. Lord willing, I hope he got this thing going perfectly. All right. Anyway, let's go. James chapter 5, verse 19. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth and one convert him, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins. Okay? If you waking somebody up, and you got a lot of people that think people is being hard on you, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're new in the truth, yeah, your brother kind of going to watch over you, man. If you straying off, he's going to let you know, hey, brother, look, man. You kind of off with that. No, you can't do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? You got to do this one, and that, and this one. And you got a lot of people kind of get mad and feel like, oh, man, you judging me. Yeah, bro, I'm judging you righteous judgment, bro. It's to save your soul, man. So from death, from that fire, from that flame. And guess what? And it goes as a system. I got brothers I talk to. I've had brothers hit me and say, hey, man, yeah, look, on that last video, Blase Skippy Woo. And I'm just like, okay, I didn't know that. Thanks. When I first started these videos, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a chain of command. The Most High that's what the Most High is he's ordered. And you're going to have some that's been in this truth more than you have. So they got a little bit more, you know what I mean, to this than you. And they're going to let you know. And guess what? You're going to have something you might have to go back and tell him, look here, man, I seen this and you was in error on that. It goes back and forth, man. You know what I'm saying? We're iron sharpening iron, okay? To keep each other right so we can get in that kingdom, to keep each other from death. The death. Okay? Eternal fire, y'all. Okay? We gotta get out of this effeminate mode of you can't correct me, you can't tell me nothing, then we take our tails right out our front door and another nation could come and tell you everything and you all ears and all eyes. Alright. So let's keep it moving though. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. So we can get to the bottom of it, all right? And we almost done, all right? I know a lot of our people, attention span is low, all right? But guess what? We gonna get it. We gonna work it out. You know what I mean? So let's get it. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? Let's peel that one back, y'all. People, when I first woke up, said that I was acting funny. I was the guy that was always on the scene, the big bottles and the parties and the big cars and all that. And then when I stopped, people thought I was acting funny. I'm not acting funny. I'm following my commandments. And the same people, trust and believe, same people that looks at me funny and all that now, the same people I went back and told them the good news, the gospel. But guess what they did? They brushed it off their shoulders. So therefore, I can't hang with you no more, bro. And I'm not acting funny. I can't be hanging with you. We're unequally yoked. I believe in keeping the commandments. You believe in running rampant. Where does that make sense at? That's apples and oranges. It doesn't make sense. So that's why the Most High says, set apart. It was cool while it lasted, bro. Daps and all that, man. But yeah, I'm not on that, bro. I'm over here now. You can meet me over here, which gets us to everlasting salvation. Or you can stay where you at and enjoy this temporary madness and let it burn down. I'm not going with you on that, bro. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, a lot of our people, man, got too much pride. For one, we don't want to admit it, but a lot of you guys care about what other people think, man. The Most High said if you deny him before men, he's going to deny you before the Father. That's scary, yo. And a lot of you guys that some of you guys know the truth and still want to hang around and be Mr. Cool Man. Mr. Cool Man ain't going to get you in the kingdom, brother. You know what I'm saying? Why trimmeth thou ways, man? Why trimmeth your ways, man? To get love, man. I don't care about your love, man. I care about the true love that's been dealing with our foolishness for thousands of years. Why trimmeth thou ways, man? Matter of fact, go to Jeremiah 2 and 33. This is a lot of you people, man. Jeremiah chapter 2 and 33. The Most High knows us to the T, man. And he's not playing. He's not playing at all. And a lot of brothers do this. And if you're doing it in the truth, you better stop it immediately. Because he's going to deal with you. And you might not like the way he deals with you, man. Don't trim your ways for the Most High. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love. You see that? Why trimmest thou thy way? To seek love. Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. You're being phony. That's going to make other people do the same thing, man. You understand? Don't trim your ways for these people, man. You're going to get yourself and other people destroyed doing that, man. The Lord is not playing. He's not, these are the things that he's not dealing with us for. That's why he's not dealing with us, okay? Oh my goodness, like, all right, but anyways, I digress. Go to Titus chapter 3 and verse, what do I want to go? 3 and verse 30, 39. Let me make sure, y'all. That kind of threw me off, y'all. Chapter 3 and verse, let's go to Titus chapter 3 and 3. Let me make sure, y'all. Salakia. Let me go to Titus. You know how you be studying and you throw up another one and you forget where you wanted to do with that one. So I'm gonna step away from that one for a second. Salakia. I'm gonna step away for a second. But let's go to Titus and Titus chapter 3 and 34. Let's go Titus 3 and 34. All right. Let me make sure I got it on point. This app is so fluky. I want to okay, I'm sorry. Titus chapter 3 and verse 3. Okay, that's why I was messed up at. All right, Salakia, y'all. I just quoted this to somebody recently, man. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another. You see that? That's what the Most High is talking about with us, y'all. But guess what, though? You repented of that thing. Stay away from that thing. We were all fools at some point, man. All of us. Okay? Be not overly righteous, man, for you was once asleep too. And have some compassion when you're trying to wake somebody up. Just like a brother had compassion waking me up. Okay? Verse 4. But after that, the kindness and love of Yahweh, our Savior, toward man appeared. Not by works of righteousness, which we have done, but according to his mercy, he saved us. Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you, Most High. By the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Ghost. Remember, I did one about regeneration, and it's on my Facebook. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do another one on YouTube. So I'm going to have to get into that because regeneration is a heavy one. And I want to redo that one. I'm going to do it for YouTube because I can't take it from Facebook and put it over here. You know, that's how they got it set up. So it is what it is. But I don't mind because I love the word. So I'll definitely do it again. So, but to watch the regeneration is because, you know, us dying and coming back. Remember, the Lord's judgment is like unto a ring. You die, you go up, you get judged, you get sent back down. You die, you go up, you get judged, you get sent back down. All right, that's how the Lord deal with us, man. Until you complete your sentence. Okay, you complete your curse that He has on us. All right. Now let's go to Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 5. All right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 28 and 5. Proverbs 28 and 5. We almost done, Israel. Got a couple more, and we can finish enjoying the rest of our Sabbath. I hope y'all enjoy. This is my favorite time of the week. All right, y'all forgive me, y'all. I get a little goofy on Sabbath days. I be enjoying my Father. Okay, here we go. Proverbs chapter 28 and 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. It's that simple. You got a lot of wicked brothers, but guess what? You got some brothers that was like, dang, man, I never looked at that like that. And they want to know more. They get hungry for it. You know what I mean? But a wicked person, man, he's not going to get it because he's not going to get it is because he wants to stay comfortable where he at in his sin. So therefore he want to stay blinded. All right. He want to stay blinded. And so I'm just going to read one more down. Better is the poor that walketh in his righteousness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. Now I want to stop right there because a lot of people rather listen to somebody because they financially better than you. All right, like a rich person, like a LeBron James or something. You hear them people talk, you think they're talking gospel because he's rich. No, he's just a sleep idiot. They got a lot of money. Money doesn't mean that you're wise, people. You got a lot of people that go out here and buy these seminars and all these books on how to get rich. I used to have a saying about that. I said, you know, the scam on how to get rich is to make how to get rich books. When they go and buy those books, you don't know he's doing the scam in itself. You're going to buy that book and it's going to tell you nothing. Because that's the whole scam, was to buy the book. A lot of people never got that. I just always watch them infomercials and be cracking up. I'm like, you don't know the whole him getting rich is him selling the book of him talking about nothing. That's the gimmick. All right. So anyway, let's go to Proverbs 30 and 11. Let's go 2 chapters over. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 11. And this one is kind of heavy. I just want to read this one down to 14 because it explains in detail who he's talking about, this generation. I'm going to read this one and tell you it don't sound like that Roe v. Wade situation. All right, and what we're going through as a whole. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 11. There is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes and yet is not washed from their filthiness. There is a generation, oh how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords and their jaw teeth as knives, to devour the poor from off the earth and the needy from among them. Who does that generation sound like to you? That sounds like I just literally read a documentary about 2022 and however much more of this crap we got to deal with. But this is the generation, y'all, that this just explained about. The Lord lied not, y'all. Okay? Go to Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 20. We just going to jump around these last few chapters. Ezekiel chapter 11, verse, 20? Yeah, and we're going to read it down to 21. Let's get it. That's a heavy one, y'all. We're going through them times, man. That's going to be something to tell your ancestors when you get back to them. Like, well, we was living in Revelations times. Explain the things that you've seen, you know. If they not here with you already, someone else. But as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, saith Yahweh power. These are the things why the Most High is not dealing with us, people. All right, this is the things where our Father had to turn and go back to His place and leave us. We've been carrying our Father through hell, and all He wanted to do was give us the land and let us be prosperous and fruitful. But we want to run around here like idiots serving other gods when we had the one true God. It's them that have to make them imaginary gods. Let them do them Christmas trees. Let them. They got to. They got to imagine having what you really had. All right? Verse 22. Then did the cherubims lift up their wings, and the wheels beside them, and the glory of the Father, Yahweh, of Israel was over them above. I just wanted to read that one because it just had chariots in it. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to read that one. You know, it's beautiful. Our chariots, that's part of our heritage. That's part of our heritage, y'all. It's chariots. They've been lying to us all these years. You know, UFOs, little green man, and all. Yeah, I do. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. So, I just want to dig in on one other one, like, far as like when we pray, y'all. It's important. And I know a lot of people took a lot of that church stuff with them, okay, and over into the truth, because a lot of people still don't know how to pray. And it's quite simple, because the Most High wants you to Himself. That's why He wants you to set apart, all right? You have to pray a certain way. Don't be praying all out in the open and all in front of everybody. You're supposed to go, this is an intimate thing. You're intimate and you need to be close to Him. He want to hear His child. Okay, you know when your kids, you know, if you got kids or anything and they came and told you, you know, they hurt their arm or something like that, and your dad took you out to the side and said, now what was you saying? Because there was a lot of people talking. What was you saying? That's like what you're doing when you want to talk to the Father. Get away from around everybody and go into your secret place, all right? Now, let's go to Matthew chapter 6 and 5. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6 and verse 5. Because I still see a lot of people do this, man, and I'm like, you're in error, okay? It's not to diss you, it's to make sure you're doing it the right way so your prayers can get answered, all right? Stop being effeminate and thinking everybody trying to judge on you, all right? And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets. Corners of the streets, back outside again, in front of everybody, like you got goofball pastors like to do a lot of, praying in front of everybody. I'm going to keep going. That they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. God said, I don't even answer that one. They had their rewards. You know what the reward is? People looking on and like, oh man, he must be really holy. He's praying. Man, he's a really holy guy. God said, there you go. You just got your wish. You know, people look at you and they saying you're holy. I'm not granting a darn thing. You got your reward. Be not as a hypocrite, people. A lot of people be wondering why their prayers are not getting answered. Get off live and go into your secret area and pray to Him the right way. Not in front, all on the screen, so people could be like, oh man, that's a really holy person, man. They really be praying and stuff. No, dude. You're doing that for approval, man. You're doing that for likes. Then that means it's disingenuous. It's not genuine, yo. All right? Verse 6. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet. You see that? That's a secret place. And when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father which is in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. You see what that said? Shall reward you openly. Pray in secret, y'all. You know how a lot of people start seeing a change in people in the truth? Because the people in the truth know how to pray. You never seen a person in the truth yet like, yeah, y'all, let's, and the Lord, and we're gonna say this, and Lord, I want you to know. We give a reverence to the Father, all praise to the Most High, and keep it moving. We don't do that Christian-y stuff and all out here because you're just looking for approval of man. No. But guess what you start seeing in people in the truth? You start seeing little things picking up and getting a little better for them. Because they are sincere in their prayers. They're in their secret places, giving it to the Father, man. And you gotta pray with conviction, man. You gotta really mean that thing, man. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you some real stuff, man, and I don't care. When it comes to the Father, I don't care. There's times I prayed, man, till my face was wet. Alright? I prayed till my face was wet. There's times where I felt like the prophet, like they used to call the prophet Jeremiah, the weeping prophet, man. I'm like, when you start seeing this stuff going on, man, it kind of hits you, man. If it don't, man, maybe you ain't feeling this stuff like you should be, man. You know what I mean? Anyways, so let's go on. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. We almost up out of here, all right? These times are very interesting, man. Like I said, man, and the other brothers and sisters that's out here trying to push this word, man, make sure y'all like and share their stuff, man, because it gets the algorithms up, it gets the people checking it out, and we can get out of here quicker, okay? Again, King Mike, King Yagideon, King Marcus, Queen Carly, Queen Tanya, and if anybody else I missed, don't take it personal. I'm still in the races with y'all, people. Just let me know. Hit my inbox, say, brother, you forgot me, and I'll make sure I got you next time. All right, I love y'all, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for people like y'all, this guy here would have still been asleep. All right, in my wickedness and everything, man. So, man, shout out to you people, man, and all praises to the Father for you people. All right. So we're going to read Ezekiel down to about verse 6, okay? Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. This is what we're going through. This is why I'm on the screen. This is why them brothers and sisters are on the screen, to warn the people. We're blowing the trumpet, Israel. We're blowing the trumpet. All right? And if you're not, you got a lot of people like, oh, well, let me tell you something, man. Try the best you can to wake the people. And even still, if you can't get it in eloquent fashion or whatever, man, push it to the next person. Send that person's video to that person. But the good Lord will deal with you. Trust me, when the Lord use you, you ain't got to know nothing, because for one, it's not about you. It's about him. So when he use you, you're going to have to end up going back and watch your video sometime like, whoa, I said that? That's when the Lord using you, man. A lot of these brothers and sisters, I'm pretty sure that be in the spirit is sometimes they have to go back and watch their own video and be like, whoa, I said that? Because when the Lord is using you, man, he uses you for real, man. It's not a game. All right? And he's going to go into it, for the people that don't want to blow the trumpet, all right? Here it is. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Now, verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Okay? If you warning people and they didn't do nothing, then his blood is upon his own head. But if you're not warning somebody and the destruction come, man, the Lord is gonna hold you accountable to that thing. All right, the Lord is gonna hold you accountable to that thing, man. That's why we have to be out here. It ain't like we got up in the truth and we woke and we're like, all right, well, shoot, I know about the truth now. I don't want to get on here and tell people what I know. No, you gonna go on to warn the people so we can get to this kingdom, y'all. And you got a lot of people that know this truth, man, and just be sitting at home chilling and ain't telling nobody nothing. When the destruction come upon their head, man, you're going to be called to that, man. This thing here is a contract. And the contract is, man, listen, it's a win-win contract the way the Lord got this thing set up, y'all. At the end of this thing, you rule nations. Sign me up. You rule nations. You're on top forever and ever. Amen. Ain't no you're on top and then you might fall off one day like this world is made upon. No. You're going to be on top forever. That's it. But you got some people ashamed of what people are going to think about them. For one, let me tell you something. You get in this truth, you might well throw all of that shame stuff out the window. Because the Most High going to take you on some journeys. You're going to be like, look, you sure I got to do this? Do it now. And you got to put yourself out there before men, yo. And that's what it is, man. All praise to the Father, man. You got to lose that. You got to lose all that cool stuff, man. That's got to go out the window. Reading on, verse 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he has taken away his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. You see that? The Lord is not playing. We have to get on here. When you see them brothers and sisters get on there, they're doing their commandments. They're blowing the trumpet. Listen to them. And keep the commandments. It always goes right into a full circle. It's always going to end back into keep the commandments. All right. I just want to close it out with this one. I just want to end it with this one right here. Go to Amos chapter 3 and 1. Go to Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Felt like this was simple and it's necessary and it's right to the point. All right. Because this is what we need back in our lives, y'all. All right? Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. You see that? You see that? That's what the Lord is saying, man. Can two walk together except they be agreed? The Lord punishing us because he is our Father, okay? And with that, I just want to say happy Sabbath. I love y'all. Continue to stay on fire for the Lord, all right? Let these words come out of your mouth like a flaming sword. Continue, y'all, because the time is closer than we believed, all right? I love y'all. Happy Sabbath. Shalom.